Namaste everyone.
In our last two episodes, we tried to have some introduction about the knowledge that what we call the Veda, its nature and its coming down to the earth. In Indian system, unlike others, we believe that the original knowledge comes by itself. We identify a descending order. It has come down to earth. So how can it come? Is a big question. Somebody has to bring it, isn't it? Otherwise nothing can come to the earth, particularly the knowledge. One has to bring it. That is one point. And what in modern times, what we generally believe, that the knowledge is built up. It has come in an evolutionary process by the experience of those who have found something strange which was not there earlier, the understanding of which was not there earlier. For example, a boy was sitting under an apple tree. What happened?
An apple fell.
An apple fell on his head. And then he started thinking, why should it fall on my head? Why did it not go up, go to the sun or go to the moon? So, this has given him something to think about it. Why a phenomena had happened? Why it is not going up? So, most of the modern sciences and everything, all of them have come from below. So, the man was pursuing what is happening here, what is happening here, what is this and what is that. He wanted to know. So in his search, he found some answers. And those answers have given birth to the birth of modern science. So this has come as an evolutionary process. And one finds some formula and the other develops the formula. And so many other things have come out. But Veda is something that it cannot be furthered, it cannot be explained, it can only be explained, but that is beyond any improvement. You can't improve it, because in the modern science everything, even theories, they are questioned, and new theories have come up, and everything comes up new, and it develops the science. So the science of 19th century is just basic for us now from the present point of view. But regarding the Veda, even after thousands of years, we cannot further improve the Vedic knowledge. This Vedic knowledge has come from above. So that is beyond human mind. All the science is within the mind. Mind develops it, intellect develops it. So Veda is not an intellectual work. Veda has been heard, that's what the rishis say. And Veda is not the experience or the things that is heard by one or two rishis. At least from the present point of view, whatever little but we could collect the Veda, even today, we find about 430 or 450, about 400 plus rishis. Their names are there in every sutta, in every book. Who brought this to us? So that way this knowledge has come from above. Whatever you call, whatever is there above, that we don't know. But it is not man-made. It is not man-made. So when it has come down, the Veda, what is exactly means? What is exactly it's saying us? So there are so many interpretations about what the Veda is, about what the Veda tells us. And this has been discussed mostly by the Orientalists from about 200 to 300 years. And you find that Max Muller, so they wanted to translate this into their languages, English and other languages. So what could they translate? They could only translate the things which are known to them through their knowledge of Sanskrit. They have learned Sanskrit at an advanced age, not just as a boys. At a ripe age, they have learned Sanskrit. Their Sanskrit was just a working knowledge. As we speak of spoken English or spoken Telugu, because they are not Telugu scholars. Those who can speak Telugu are not meant Telugu scholars. Similarly, this knowledge has been translated into their own tongues, and then that has been spread. After that, Indian scholars, those who have already good knowledge about the Veda, they have found a lot of difference because it was only a literal translation. Yesterday also we have said about this that Veda cannot be explained or its meaning cannot be decided. Because Sanskrit is such a language, so they call it as Deva Bhasha. So that is not human language, that is Deva Bhasha. What we talk today Sanskrit is Manava Bhasha. Because we are speaking Sanskrit in our way, how can we understand? So this Vedic knowledge came to us through a language akin to the present Sanskrit. Out of this this language has been developed, so we call it as Sanskrit now. What they would call that language, we don't know. But now we say it is Deva Bhasha. So that we have developed into Sanskrit, present Sanskrit. So we do not know what exactly the meaning of a particular word which has been used in the riks. Riks are the main, what you call the shlokas or suktas, whatever you say. So these riks have been heard by the rishis. Who were those rishis? What kind of people were they? Did they evolve from the earth, from our land? Because they were already jnanis. They were already jnanis. They have already know the knowledge. They have the knowledge with them. So these rishis who are already knowledgeable, some of them we are told that they have come directly, not from this land, but they have come directly from above. From where, I think we cannot explain now. They have come from above. As we have a clear episode about the coming of rishis. Brahma, who is the creator of this whole universe. So first of all, he wanted some rishis to come to help him in the getting up the progeny and then training them and all that. This work, he wanted some rishis who are already in some area, some plane, we don't know. So out of universe, they were also out of universe. They have brought them. So they came, but they were not interested in this kind of worldly affairs. So they said, no, we have nothing to do with this. They are something like Sanaka, Sanandanadi rishis, we say. So they did not they came into the universe, but they did not involve in the Brahma's work of creation of it. But some rishis whom he brought them, So they have taken, like Vasishtha, some others, great rishis. So they, we don't know from where they have come, but it is on Brahma's command they have come. Such rishis are there who brought these Vedas along with them to us. And Brahma is the, what you call, the treasure of the Veda, from there it has come. So, what kind of Veda is, because we do not know, we do not have, we do not possess what all is said in the form of Veda. Most of it, we have lost, because it was thousands of years by the time. So most of it is lost. Whatever little we had, still remaining in the practice of the rishis, so that was collected by Veda Vyasa. Veda Vyasa has collected what little is still available for the benefit of the humanity on this plane of earth. So this Veda, which he has collected from various rishis, he had, because that was what we call Veda Aranya. It was something like, the knowledge was like a Aranya. Aranya means forest, Vedic forest. So it was so disorganized. In the forest, you will have so many trees, all kinds of trees are there, but you do not know where the mango tree is, where the jasmine tree is. It is not organized. So you will have to search the entire forest to find out a mango tree. So that was the condition. But if you go to a garden, mango garden, you do not search for mango. All the mango trees are there, classified. And at one place you will have coconut trees. At some place, so you are very sure that if I go there, I get mango. If I go here, I can get coconut. So Veda was such at the time before Veda Vyasa, it was something like a forest where we do not know what to get from where, what we want. So that was the confusion, the entire confusion. So Veda Vyasa has done a stupendous job of collecting the material and then sifting it, analyzing it and classifying it for some purpose. So this Vedic knowledge has been classified by him. Generally they say it is in 3 classifications. But popularly we know about 4 Vedas, 4 classifications. Veda is only one, fund of knowledge is only one, that is singular. But no, that has been classified into 3, major 3 and another 4. So 4 classifications we are generally saying. Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Samaveda and Atharvana Veda. So these are classified? The well-learned scholars, they say that in most of all these 3, particularly 3 Vedas, in 3 Vedas, rigs are almost 50 to 52% are common from Rig Veda. They are common for Rig Veda. But how these are applied, classified, is a question. So they are classified according to the need of understanding it and using it, how it has to be applied, for what purpose it has to be applied. So that way, Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, these 3 Vedas are more important. The Atharva Veda is something like a compendium, they say. Purely Laukic, purely worldly. So these 3 Vedas have been classified with the 3 types. There are 3 types. So that kind of classification has done by Veda Vyasa, and now what we find from them, even the classified version of Veda Vyasa are also not available to us intact. Generally scholars say that it's only 7% or 21%. Different claims are there. So what we have, this knowledge today is very simple, but even then that is greater for us. That is greater because all of them cannot be very proficient in all the 4 Vedas. So each Veda has been distributed to one of his disciples, and they learned it, and they have spread this. What we get from now is because they effort to give us this knowledge, this wonderful knowledge. That's how that has been transferred to us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tataya.
Right.
Namaste everyone, and we will see you again in next episode.